Hey everybody, Inspiration by Brad. I gotta eat some crow here. My man Rod.
I'm not eating crow.
Now, I have to publicly apologize to him, and for all of you people that send in your comments and was telling me that I made the mistake of not giving him his props. I'm giving them to him now. This is Rod. I'm Brad. And we weren't upset in the conversation we were having the other day. It was a conversation that kind of just morphed itself out of a conversation that him and I were having, and I just let the camera roll. And for those of you that thought that I was being disrespectful to the women in the Philippines, I apologize and I'm sorry. That's not the way it was intended at all. And so we're going to talk about
Reliability.
the reliability.
Reliability of the Filipino women or families. You want to go ahead and go with that first, and then I'll interject and give you my opinion, because that's what we do. We base. He has his own opinion. I have my experience.
Yep. And you have your experience.
So if I don't agree with him, I'm going to let him know that.
That's exactly
we're
right.
still friends. We don't always agree. We have different backgrounds, but we came together to share the experience of what
we yell at each other down the hallway.
You don't see the fights.
The apartment complex.
Yeah, you don't see those. But we do have some dragged out. This is rated G version here, so I don't. He's not always my friend. So that being said, I'm glad I'm glad you did apologize, because
I have to apologize because I honestly have the utmost respect for the women of the Philippines, because the more I find out about the women in the Philippines and everything that is there, I'm just going to make this comment. You can find anything that you want in the Philippines if you're looking for it. And that is not disrespectful. That is just the truth. And so when you're talking about reliability and when you're talking about family oriented and dedicated to their husbands and their families, I'm going to tell you right now, and then I'm going to be quiet, but I'm going to tell you right now, I have never in my life seen women that are so dedicated to their family, their children, and their husbands, that it has just opened my eyes to that effect here in the Philippines.
Yeah, I mean, family is a huge part of the Philippine culture, and the women will go out their way to make sure the family have what they need, the essentials. I've witnessed where there are women that will go abroad and leave the husband back with the kids, and that's a hard job for any man to try to be a mom and a dad, but the mom will make that sacrifice. And my props go to the women that are going the extra mile to make sure their families are taken care of. I mean, God bless you with that. Some other scenarios I've seen where people make different sacrifices where they may be looked at as being unethical, or just their circumstances will allow that. So I'm being careful about that. But
you're being very careful.
But it's true.
Believe it or not, that is an honest truth, and the women see it as just a way to make money to pay for the family.
Right. But we're being very careful about this subject, because we understand, or I understand, that Filipino culture, they're very sensitive about certain things. Let me bring this up because I want to go back and clear up some things.
Yep.
We had a topic last week or 2 weeks ago. We were talking about the weight thing. I want to apologize to him because I know he may not have been aware that Filipinos dealing with food and the culture and weight, it could be different circumstances that you have. It could be because you had kids, you could have health conditions. Most people work at nights. You can't always be just as fit. That is a stereotype. I want to correct him on that. He's been man enough to say he was wrong. Kudos go to you, my brother.
The thing is, I know, here's what I have seen, okay?
That's
I have been in many discussions with a lot of different people, and I recognize the fact that the reason why so many women here are a little bit heavier than what they are is because it's the food that they are having to eat that is very unhealthy. And so it is affecting them because of the long hours that they have to work. They don't get to eat dinner till midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning, and then they're back out the door at 4 a.m.
And plus they're taking care of their family.
Exactly.
Washing clothes and cooking, and again, we'll address something else. They don't always eat out, and I want to correct that. I've known Filipino families and women cook 3 times a day and go to the market once in the morning, go in the evening time.
Yep.
In different places, in different provinces, they have different structures on how they maintain their day, and that's my experience. So a lot of that contributes to the lifestyle and what they have to do to survive. Sometimes you go out your way to survive, but it affects you in other ways.
No doubt about that.
So that could be a weight gain, that could be the stress, you know what I'm saying?
The stress alone of trying to provide for your family.
Yeah, so I want to make sure we clear up some of those things that we talked about a couple weeks ago. And sometimes you have to go through it to know it. And I've been here a long time. Brad hasn't been here that long. And just like anyone, when you start to see things, you get another opinion. You're like, we all make mistakes. We're normal. We're human. And
I had somebody chase me down the other day.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So, again, these conversations are based on experience versus opinion.
Correct.
And we do not always agree. We try to keep it civil while we're here because I don't always agree with him. He doesn't always agree with me.
Nope.
And sometimes we make sure we don't bring it to
the screen.
Yeah. So you will sometimes hear some battles or some difference of opinions between. See, he's quiet today. He's quiet today, but we've had these discussions. I value the Filipino culture. I value the Filipino women. We have said some things that may not have been
appropriate,
and we don't want to come out to be insensitive, but that's just his opinion and my experience. So we want to give it to you raw because we don't want to filter it. It wouldn't be original if it was filtered.
I'm not going to filter it.
He can't. So we apologize again, and anything that we come across that you feel indifferent about, leave a comment, and we'll address those things. And that's some of the things I want to address, the weight and some of the things that happens in the culture that he may have said that may offended you. I want to correct that because I see it another way and I didn't get a chance to interject. So here we are. I think we're clear. We can move on to other topics that we have.
Which we have a whole list of topics.
And if those topics offend you or come across insensitive, leave a comment and we'll address those.
Yeah, because we absolutely, I thoroughly enjoy answering all the personal stuff that comes in. And I have no problems sending comments back.
So this segment really is about
apologizing.
Yeah. We have some other topics like I think we had a topic about what's the one I was saying is you can say it. Go ahead. See, go ahead, man. You don't want to talk. We're going to talk. He wants to say it. The topic came up about what are women looking for. You can only choose one. Are you looking for love, or are you looking for help? You only choose one. That will be the next topic of discussion. Think about it. You can only choose one. You're looking for love, or you're looking for help. That should be a good one. because you can only choose one. Most people try to choose two, but you can't. And I won't give it away because I think there is I won't say a secret, but there's a what's the word I want to use? There's something that goes with it where you can get both, but you can only choose one. Which one would you choose? Man, my guy's quiet today. This is not Brad, but hey, we're gonna come back to that at another time.
It's all good.
Yeah,
We're good.
We appreciate
I
it.
told you I'd keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, we appreciate it on the comments. Sometimes people, I know in the Philippines, you have it in your mind, but you just won't say it. And we want to say those things for you and address those things because knowledge is something else. A closed mouth doesn't get fed, as we say in the States.
Well, the other thing that I want to interject just real quick, okay? Well, two things.
Go ahead.
One is, you're inspired to do things in your life, folks. What is it that inspires you? You're either inspired to do it or you're inspired not to do it. So which one is it? Think about that.
That's a good one.
Secondly, if you've got something you want to hear us talk about, interject, send it in. We have no problem with addressing something that you would like to talk about. We have plenty of topics, but if there's always something that we're not addressing, please send them in and we will do that.
Yeah, and I think I addressed some of the concerns that were in the comment that stuck out with the weight and things like that, and the lifestyle that they have. I'm glad that came up. Again, we sincerely apologize if we offended anyone or came across insensitive. It's not our intentions. We just want to try to make it as raw and original as we possibly can, so you get the truth, not filtered. You like that?
Yes.
We can fight later.
No, man.
Yeah, okay, no fights today.
I'm shy.
All right.
I'm shy.
Getting better.
I'm shy.
It's getting better.
All right, guys. Inspiration by Brad. Thanks for being with us. Till next week. Have a great night.